Fellas, it's time that we grow up. It's time that we become real men. Because only women know what a real man is. And in this video, we have examples of real men. So pay attention and don't you laugh. Hey, you in the back. Talking about you. Pay attention.
Real man is. He is sticking by me whether I cheated or not, which I did, but it's okay. We are still making it work. We are going to be one big happy family. As you know, we have other children together. Mm-hmm. So everyone's going to be brother and sister. Absolutely. Nobody's going to be treated differently.
Mm-hmm. No separation on my end. Because let me tell you something. As a man, I was brought up to stick by your woman no matter what.
You hear that, fellas? You stick by that woman, even if them kids ain't yours. You stick by that woman. Even though you're gonna be sharing her with other men throughout the duration of that relationship because she now knows she can get away with it, you still stick by that woman. Because a real man stays there no matter what. Even though you kissing the residue of another man's kids out of her mouth. No matter what.
Oh my God, that is so gross.
Even though that your own mama would say that you a level 99 super beta 8th degree black belt simp, you hang in there. Be an example for your son. Just imagine what your son would think if his dad wasn't strong enough to raise another Jezebel's kids that she had with another man while his dad was married to her. Because a real man, a real father is strong enough, man enough to raise a Jezebel's kids. Tell him Derek Jackson 2.0.
A lot of you guys can't date women with kids. Again, here we go. Don't be a stepfather to somebody else, bastard child and all this and that, right? You guys will spend thousands, $100 on single females, no kids. You will blow money on them, but the women that you shouldn't have a problem giving money to is the females with kids. I don't know what your babysitter costs, but how many kids? 2 kids? All right. And she ain't crazy with the price. I've dropped, what, 25 for a child, or $75, or however they want to charge, up to $150. Because you brothers are the ones that's playing the trick role. But you want some ass. You want some free ass, but you won't give up no cash. Any man who speaks that they cannot date a woman with kids, he has a mental problem. You see, it's not that he can't date a woman with kids. He don't know how to be a father. He don't know what it takes to be a real man to another woman's child.
Preach, my brother, preach. Because what man wouldn't want to end up on child support for another man's kids that he didn't make? I'll tell you what kind of man, a broke man. Right, sisters? All 2 of y'all watching? I mean, seriously, what kind of man wants to be a woman's first priority? A real man is happy being priority after her kids, after the dog, the toilet paper, the phone, her job, her friends, and most importantly, after her baby daddy decides to act right. Because a real man should know that after the baby daddy decides to act right, aka be dominated, it's time for you to step off, brother. Don't make the situation complicated.
Hey, yo, ladies, a real man ain't gonna worry about going on 50-50. A real man gonna take pride in paying for all the bills and not letting you lift a finger. And for all my beautiful single mothers out there, if you worrying about how many kids you got, that's a red flag. Everybody know a real man gonna take care of your kids like they his kids.
Fellas, listen up. Now hear me out. Let me tell you what defines a real man. A real man takes care of his woman. A real man pays all bills and allows his woman to save her own money. A real man believes in pleasing his woman, making sure she wants for nothing, starting from the first date. If his woman needs freedom, he's man enough to step to the side and give her space until she's ready to come back, and he accepts her with open arms.
A real man is fine being her backup support. In case the relationship fails, she can rely on you.
We're in a relationship. Should you really have a backup plan? There is new research that shows half of all women have a guy on the back burner just in case things go wrong in their current relationship. Physician and national mindful living expert Dr. Romy Mushtaq is here to talk more about that. Dr. Romy, seriously?
Good morning, Tom. I know, and I
Come on, this sounds positively guy.
Guy, doesn't it? And I have to sit here and defend all of us women, but this is the latest psychology research. I was just as shocked reading this data. More than half of women who are married,
Happily married women are doing this?
have a backup plan. And what is a backup plan? It means you have someone on the back burner.
So a specific person they've identified.
Person that they've identified, and in most cases it was either an ex-boyfriend or an old friend who never made it to the dating category.
Get out of town.
Unfortunately, yes. And the problem is social media has just made it too easy to have such a type of behavior.
Right, so I know you're here to say, though,
yes,
watch out, because this
Absolutely.
is anything but good.
It is, I agree.
What? Why do you have to have this hang up against women?
Well, fine, fellas, let's say you're not strong enough to be a modern woman's backup guy. And you just happen to be one of those guys that want conditionally submissive women. Well, in order for you to satisfy the conditions for submission, you need to be willing to pay 100% of her bills and only go 50-50 when it comes to the housework. Because a real man never goes 50-50 unless it's the housework.
Reasons why we don't go 50-50 in our relationship. Okay, the reasons why we don't go 50-50 in the relationships is because I feel I'm the man of the house, you know, so I should take care of both of our bills. And when I say both of our bills, we stay in separate houses, you know, like that's just to keep the relationship tight. Yeah, we've been together 5 years. Yeah, and we haven't had sex yet.
We haven't had no sex.
Yet. But I mean, like, who needs sex? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-mm.
Yeah, she also has this friend named Daryl. They hang out all the time, man. Cool guy. Like, they have sleepovers and stuff. And, of course, she sleeps in the bed and he sleeps on the couch because he's a gentleman.
Yes, he's such a gentleman. I got scoliosis and he cracks my back on a regular.
You know what I can't stand? When people tell someone with kids, oh, you chose that person. You chose to have a kid with them. You're right. I did choose to have a kid with them. I also was manipulated. I also, you know what I'm saying, had a baby with a narcissist. And I didn't find that out until years down the line. I also thought we were going to work out because at some points it seemed like we were going to work out. I didn't want to be a single parent. That goes for a lot of people, like men too. Men choose the wrong women, not purposely. Sometimes we fall in love with the mask that they put on, and you know, it at some point, you know, it has to come off. And if you're smart and you have a brain, you leave, kid or not, just whatever.
Facts, queen. A real man would know that it's never the fault of a single mother that she's a single mother. Because a real man would know that women have agency, inflection, and accountability. So it's impossible for it to be her fault. And according to the University of Jezebel State, UJS, every other man is a clinical narcissist. This has been proven. You don't have to look it up. Believe all women. Because in America, everything is about men. Men are the future. It's a patriarchy. And that's what creates the environment for narcissism in young men today. Fact. Only men, children, and pets get unconditional love. Women have to work hard, self-improve, so that they can earn conditional love. And a real man knows that. Single mothers don't choose to be single mothers. And obese women don't choose obesity. But short men choose to be short. Real men aren't short.
So I met this man at the market the other day. He was cute. He was really short though.
Damn.
And I don't really go for short men, but he was very, very handsome. So I was like, whatever. So talking to him, he asked me out on a date. I'm like, okay, where's this place? He was like, have you ever been to, it's like some sort of Philadelphia landmark. I'm like, no, I never been there. I look up the place and it's like some sort of national park. I'm like, I'm not going to a park. I'm not going to a park. He was like, why not? I said, we can go out to eat, we can go to a bar, but I ain't going to no park. So then he's like, okay, we can go to, you can come over to my place. And I'm like, I don't think so. He was like, okay, well then I can come over to yours. And I was like, yeah, I'm good on this. I'm good. He was like, what's the problem? I said, I don't know who you think you are. I don't know what type of you used to, but I'm good. Like, we're not doing that. He said, but you're a big girl. I'm like, and? He was like, come on now. All the other big girls act and play their part. You the only one that's giving me a problem. I said, okay, no problem. Well, I'm not interested. Take care. So then he calls me 4 times and I didn't answer either. And I text him, I'm like, leave me alone, I'm good. Go to the market, find you another high yellow big girl and live your merry life. Like, I'm good. So then he texts me, LOL, you are so funny. Answer the phone. I'm like, I'm good. Like, you can really leave me alone. I'm good. Some men will purposely seek out bigger women, no matter if they're beautiful or not, because I'm a pretty bitch. But yeah, they'll seek out big women because they think that big women have a lower sense of self-worth and self-esteem, and they feel like they could just get away with murder and treat them however. They don't got to take them out on a date. They don't got to do nothing. The big women are just happy to have a to beat their guts and scramble their eggs. Now, I'm not one of them. I ain't been big long enough. I don't know. I've been big maybe for like 2-3 years now. As far as this big, because right now I'm like 211, but I'm usually around 180, 190. Like, I'm really not even that far off for what I'm like usually weighing. But men are just so baffled at the fact that some women, you can be heavy, you could be thick, you could be a BBW, and if you have a sense of self-worth and self-respect and self-love, and you will not allow a man to treat you any kind of way, that confuses them because they're like, wait, but you're fat. Yeah, and what else? Like, no, I'm not going for none of that. Stick to them you used to with. My back is not big enough for you to treat me like that.
A real man knows that obesity is self-love and would never consider a relationship with a woman that's self-conscious enough to work out and eat healthy. That's right, a real man should want to pass down the genetics of a woman that's going to have his children obese by the time they're 8 years old. Studies at UJS proves that obese women make the best wives. They don't cheat, they have less STDs, and are far less likely to have heart-related issues in the future. And I also heard that the black stuff on the back of their neck tastes like chocolate. You should try it. And last but not least, your woman being lazy is actually a good thing, because a real man should know that a woman that does less for him is actually best for him. Tell him, Derek Jackson 3.0.
If you want more from a man, you have to do less for him. I know how that sounds, but I'm giving you the game, like for real. Listen, it's because of how men are wired. We are wired to invest in people and things we value. So when a woman does more for a man, she actually flips the script. She flips the value scale. And he begins to think he is the prize. He is the valued one because she's investing in him. So she loses her value. I mean, tell me the truth. Come on now. When you have given more or done more for a man, has he not done less for you? In fact, has he not neglected you? Yeah. Listen, I'm not saying not to do anything for a man. What I'm saying is, don't match what he does for you. Not until he puts a ring on your finger. Then you can renegotiate that contract.
Tell him, King, real men only marry women that do less than the bare minimum, and studies at UJS prove that. Look it up. Real men know that women that dominate the power dynamics are most likely to divorce. But wait. There's more. You should want your woman to divorce because real men should want their women to chase happiness, because real women don't chase men. They chase happiness. Ladies, if your man goes a mile, you should only go half, because half-assing everything is guaranteed to get you that ring. And that's also proved by the studies at UJS. And also, ladies, since giving half his effort was enough to get the ring, what's the incentive for you to do more after you already got what you want? I'm gonna show you an example of how a woman should treat a real man when he can't go 100%.
I left my wallet.
Your wallet?
I left my wallet at home, yeah. So either we gonna get back there and wash dishes, or, you know what I'm saying, you can pay for it real quick.
Me?
Yeah.
Pay for all this? You got 5 feet.
It might be like $200. Nothing crazy.
$200?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not paying that.
I got you.
You better call somebody to come bring your wallet. I'm not paying that.
What are you talking about?
That's embarrassing. You want me to pay for your food?
I mean, it's our food for one, not just my food.
But you pay for everything. This is so weird having a one.
I pay for everything, so you can't look out for me one time.
I'm just a girl. I'm not going out with you no more. This is ridiculous.
Why you can't go out with me?
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So are you gonna get my money back when we get home?
What?
I'm gonna pay for it. So I'm not gonna go out like that.
Okay.
But I'm really irritated. It shouldn't be on a woman to pay no man's bill.
Okay, but I left my wallet. That's one time.
Fellas, a real man never asks a woman for support when they fall on hard times. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about this video, and if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like the damn video. Be sure to click here to see the real reason Judge Mathis is getting his ass divorced. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'ma holla at y'all next time.